Hello everyone, my name is Flaw, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a deck profile of the deck that I played today at the Norcross Regional in Atlanta, just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to talk about this. If you guys want to read my tournament report, I'll have a link to that below. It'll be in a Reddit post. Hope you guys enjoy. I went X3 drop. I started the day undefeated, went 4-0. I cost myself my 5-0 in round 5 versus Fire Fist. I talk a little bit about that. I played some really interesting matchups today. I did fairly well, I think, overall. I didn't have any real preparation for this event. I built my side deck on the way there. And yeah, I haven't been playing Rabbit a lot this format, but I did test it a little bit in the last few weeks, and this is what I came up with. And so yeah, let's get into it. First off, I ran 2 card Cardies, because with this card, this card's amazing because it eliminates your dead draws. You play this, you tribute, you draw 2, you draw, usually it's a vanilla and a trap, or you'll get 2 vanillas or something like that, which is normally bad because it hurts your Rabbit plays, and it's, you don't want your vanillas in your hand, but you're going to draw those anyway, so it gets those dead draws out of the way so you can get to the cards that help you do better faster. The 2 tour guides is obligatory, the 2 rescue rabbits, also obligatory, 3 Guaiba, also obligatory, and then the 3 vanillas. That's all the monsters I run. It's really basic. You don't need much more than that anymore. You don't need Night Assailant or Dark Mimic or any of that kind of nonsense. So that was my monsters. For the spells, I ran Triple Space Typhoon. I might cut this to 2 in the future, or inside the 3rd. I don't know. It's pretty iffy because I found that I drew like 2 of them a lot, and when I didn't want to, it's like in the mirror match, they're not that great. Against Mermails, they're kind of okay. Against Fire Fists, they're kind of okay. Like, they're not, you can chain it to a tanky, but it's just not that great. It is a great card. It's probably the best 1-for-1 spell card in the game, but I don't know. It just clogged my hand a little bit too much today, and it's been that way kind of a lot in testing as well. But 3 MST, 3 Lance. This card is $20 as a common for a reason. This card is amazing. It wins games. It does stuff that, it's 3 more MSTs, basically. Really good. Then Heavy, Dark Hole, and Duality. No Reborn in the main board. I have it in the sideboard. I main board 3 Macrocosmos. But this card right here was terrible. I sided it out every game. Every time I drew it, I wish it was something else. I'm not running it anymore. I hate it. For the traps, 1 Starlight, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 Deep Prisons, 2 Mirror Force. This is all really standard. 2 Bottomless, 2 Torrential, then Triple Fiendish. I sided one of these out almost all of the time, but in game 1 against the Fire Fists, against the Mirror Match, which I never played, against Water for their Devo plays, this card just blows out a lot. It's really, really good. I will probably be keeping this at 3. It's too good. And then finally, of course, the 3 main deck. Macrocosmos. I've been playing Macro Rabbit since last August. I only recently bumped the Macro up to 3. I didn't draw this that much today, and when I did, it did some work for me. It allowed me to set up advantage, but it didn't blow out games like it did in my last regional. People are starting to bump their MST counts up. They're starting to save their MSTs for this card. It's still a very good card, though. I'll be continuing to run it when I make the Vers later. Onto my side deck. I built this. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for my side deck. There was stuff that I wanted to run. There was stuff that I was considering running. The deck that I was really the most afraid of was Desmond Johnson's Teleport Karakuri OTK, which was actually everywhere. Because the one problem that Rabbit has is it can't handle decks that explode really quickly. This deck needs to be able to control the board. It needs to be able to slow the deck. It needs to be able to slow you down. And decks like Hieratic OTK and Telekarakuri OTK, they don't care. They just drop everything on the board, and if they win, they win. If they lose, well, we'll go to the next game, My side deck was 2 Dust Tornadoes. I brought these in a lot. I bumped this up from 1 that I'd been using for most of the format before this. I will probably cut this back to 1. 2 Mind Crush, not that great. I'm considering taking it out, honestly. It didn't do as much for me as I wanted to. The Reborn is sided for the mirror match, but I never played the mirror match, so that happened. 2 Side Dragons. This was part of my strategy for taking out the Karakuri OTK, and it also came in handy against Machina and stuff like that if I ran into that. Basically just, special this, contact your field, attack for game. Fossil Dynamite. This won me my one matchup against Water, or this helped me win my one matchup against Water. He overextended into this. He thought it was a set Caboozles, and he made, for some reason, he made Abyss Gaios, and he had something else on the field. And then he should have made Big Eye and taken this and just started taking advantage, and he didn't. He made Abyss Gaios instead. Then he's like normal summon Lind, and he thought, I'm afraid of that being a Caboozles and I can't get over it. Attack, and he attacks into this. He blows up his own field except for the Lind. Next turn, I make a play to get over the Lind, and I take back advantage of the game and I win. The two Snowmen, they were there for the mirror match that I never played. I'm about to just take my mirror match sides out. I don't play the Dino Rabbit mirror match ever, no matter where I go. I'm prepared for that mirror match. That mirror match, I love. It's an easy mirror match to win. It's literally just out-resource your opponent, and this card does that. He gets rid of Logias and, it baits out Dolkas and stuff like that. I just never get to play the mirror match. One T-King Ryo, I had him at 2 on the way down, took it out. I took one out, cut it to 1. Never brought it in. I don't know what to say. It's not that great. I'm sorry. 2 Soul Takers. I brought these in a few times. I was just side decking 1 on the way down there, and I decided on the way to bump it to 2. I only ever sided 1 in at a time. If I sided in 2, I found that I drew them both, and I didn't need them both, so I don't know. I'd probably cut this back to 1. And then 2 Banisher of the Radiance. This card was amazing. I played against Piper Chaos round 2, and I kept finding ways to keep this guy on the field, and the guy, he couldn't do anything. He lost. I drew this guy. It's kind of funny. I played Herald of Perfection round 1, and I for some reason, siding into game 2, I didn't think, hey, he needs a graveyard. Side in your Banisher of the Radiance. And so I lose game 2, and I'm like, I need an answer here that I can use for this. What do I have in my side? There's got to be something else I have. Sided up my MSTs and something else, because for some reason I left those in, and I was like, Banisher, I'm such an idiot. I didn't bring this in. So I brought 1 copy of this in instead of 2 for some stupid-ass reason. And yeah, I just won because of that. He's like, he gets up Herald of Perfection, and I'm like, summon Banisher? Do you have response? Nope. Okay, cool. You can't do anything now. I'm just going to do my stuff. So, yeah, that's how that worked. And then finally for my extra deck, 1 Cyber Dragon, or not 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, because I run Road. 1 Abyss Dweller, double Dolka, double Logia, it's standard. This card wins against Mermail, because they have to go so minus to get rid of it. There were times when I would want to make this instead in my Wonder matchup. I had double Dolka on the field at one point, and that's what won me the game, because he goes, he has 3 cards in hand. He goes, reveal Megalo, pitch 2. I'm like, negates Megalo in hand, negates your effects in the grave. I win, That's just how that works. 1 Cowboy, never made it. 1 Gemini Pearl, made it once. 1 Maestroke, never made it. 1 Black Ship, made it once, got bottomless. 1 Papal Operative, never made it. Leviair, made it twice. Once, actually, I played against the Rabbit Dino Fist things, and he goes Rescue Rabbit for Gene Warp Werewolves, and I bottomless the Werewolves, and then he sets a back row, I MST the back row, make Leviair, take his Rabbit, make a Logia, set 4 go. Or set 3 go, and he was sad. 1 Leviathan Dragon, 1 Zen Mains, made it once, and then 1 Chimera Tech. This was my out to the Karakuri OTK that Desmond Johnson came up with, that everybody has been playing. Never got to play it. Kind of happy about that. Yeah, this card kind of just... I was originally just siding 2 System Downs, and a buddy of mine reminded me that deck can go first turn Beast. They know you're going to side in System Down, so lull first turn Beast. And I'm like, Naturia Beast is a problem. We'll just do 2 Side Dragons, and then I cut Tim Tempo from my extra deck for this, so that happened. But like I said, this has been my regional report for the Norcross Regional. I went X3 drop. I did not bother to play out the last round. I went 4-0 for the first 4 rounds. Misplayed really bad in round 5, then dropped 2 games to Insector. No, I dropped 1 game to Insector, and then the Fire Fist match that I misplayed and lost in game 3 at table 1. I was really sad about that. Then I went back to beat Fire Fists, and then I lost to Fire Fists. So I played 3, 4, 5 Fists today. I don't know what it is about that deck. It's just like they always seem to open the nuts, and I opened 4 vanillas in game 2 of my last match, and it sucked. So I am done with Dino Rabbit for a while. I'm going to be doing some hopefully weekly discussions on Madolches in the future here on this channel. I'll be bringing you guys a deck profile of my Madolche soon, as I get them rebuilt. I'm testing out windups right now. Got a lot of stuff going on. Really cool stuff. Hope you guys enjoy. My name is Flaw. Be sure to subscribe and read my report below. And I'm out. Peace.